Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Monday, October 23rd, 2017. Okay, so for those of you who follow, you know that for me, this month of October is working on my spiritual growth. And something, it's not a new thought, but it came up over and over and over again this weekend. And so I figured it's time for a perspective on it. I've entitled this perspective, Whose Responsibility Is It? And I say that because in relation to my spiritual growth, sometimes we get caught up on, well, I'm waiting on God to do this. Or when someone asks us a question about our forward momentum or whatever our plans are, we can, sometimes the escape card is, well, I'm praying about it. And then people don't bother you with that. You just, you just say that, and then voila, everything, they leave you alone. And for me, what I've come to see and realize over and over and over again is God has given me certain responsibilities. Like a parent-child relationship. And this is how I think, because Holly has to break it down or I will mess it up. If it's not simplistic, if it cannot be applied practically in my life, I'm not really interested in the theory of it or the theoretical, leaving it in the theoretical concepts. I need to be able to apply it. And so I put it on the lines of a parent-child relationship. If my child was 10 years old and capable of tying their shoes, I'm probably not going to be tying their shoes for them every day. I'm not going to do that because as a parent, I have enough wisdom to recognize that's handicapping them. They can do that for themselves. So for me to continuously do it for them, hey, Melanie, for me to do it for them is not even a loving act. It's a sabotage because I prevent them from growing up. I prevent them from learning to take responsibility. I take the competence level away from them. And so I'm not going to do that as a parent. Now, if I got enough sense to do that, surely my Heavenly Father, creator of the entire universe, is not going to do that. So then I started going through the Bible, and time after time after time again, he tells us and gives us certain responsibilities. Guard my heart. That's my responsibility. For out of it springs the springs of life. It's my responsibility to guard my heart. It's my responsibility to put on the whole armor of God. If I'm, he provides all my spiritual covering, but I got to get up and put it on. I have to put the helmet of salvation on my head. He tells me, don't be deceived, which means I have a responsibility in this. And so recognizing that as I take October in particular out of the 5 areas of my life, and I'm concentrating on my spiritual growth for this month with daily actionable items, that one comes into play a lot. I'm sitting back waiting on God in my life, in my marriage, in my career, in my finances, in my relationships, in my health. I'm sitting waiting on God while he's giving me all of the tools. He's given me the wisdoms. He's given me the resources. I can go read. I can go ask. I can go, so all of it, God has given me, good morning, Rhonda, certain responsibilities that I have to pick up and do. And I don't have a right to, well, I'm waiting on God and ain't nothing changing in my life and I'm praying and I'm fasting. Okay, if I can pray for it, then that means I need to prepare for it. After I get up off my knees, I've got to do the work. I got to work that thing out. And so I am being conscious of that, not to use the escape clause, really to hide any fears that I have going on. And that takes some work. I got to make sure that I am taking responsibility. Look, this is Holly's thinking. God knows how to be God. He does not need my help. He does not need, he got his job down pat. Good morning, Shima. And so my responsibility is to do what he has given me to do. After I finish praying, getting some direction, figuring out where I'm going. He has given me responsibilities, and I cannot fall back on, well, I'm waiting on God, or, well, I'm still praying about it. So for me, I just want to, get rid of that. I just want to say that for me, as I continue out the rest of October with an intentional and deliberate target on growing spiritually, that I'm keeping that at the forefront. God will not do for me what I can do for myself. Like I will not do for my children what they can do for themselves. I'm not going to handicap them by tying their shoes when they know how to tie their own shoes. That's not love. It's a handicap. And God is way too good for that. So that's my perspective. And I just hope that it's something that you can think into. Are things at a standstill in your life and you've cloaked them under waiting on God, when really it's our responsibility to do, to say, to learn, to go, to do? He's not going to do what we can do. Okay. So think about that. Think about that. And I will see you tomorrow. And until then, take real good care of yourselves. Whose responsibility is this?